this week I was studying the gospel. Then my question came in is, what is the gospel? Yes, brother?
Gospel is the good news.
Huh?
The gospel is the good news.
So he says that the gospel is what?
The good news.
The gospel is what?
The good news.
That's what you call the gospel. It's news. When you listen to 7 p.m. news on different television platforms, there are type of news. There is bad news, and then there is good news. For example, the bad news that I had this week was that money for Chan was released, and then money never reached the people that were serving. So in between, we read bad news. So what was bad news? They worked, and their labor was in vain. So when he says the gospel is a good news, he did not say the gospel is news. The gospel does not have bad in it. The gospel is good. When you remove good, it's no longer the gospel. So if someone is preaching the gospel, you are able to know that that is the gospel because of news that can only be, say it again, that can only be good. So the gospel can never bring bad news. It's not possible. I mean, the gospel is, don't ignore the word good. Do not ignore it. Because when God created, there is one word you always settle for. He saw that it was. Do you realize his creation can only, there is no creation God looked after he himself created. And he says, and he saw that it was bad. So good is a dimension of God. God can only do good things. So you see Jesus coming later on, and a good name has been called. But the person that mentioned that name did not have revelation. So Jesus says, the person came to him and says, good teacher, what shall a man do? Jesus asked the person, why callest me good? Not because Jesus is not, because he says only God is good. His perspective of good was a deed. So that's what Jesus was trying to fight. He was not trying to say that he is not good at, Muslims will use some funny scriptures. They don't even have understanding of the gospel. They just wake up and shout things. He is not saying that he is not God because he says, why calleth me good? Only God is good. If Jesus would have continued, then good would have reduced its standard to man. But you see, good in that particular credential has everything to do with God. And only God is good. So if Jesus goes ahead, because this man has already come as having kept the law, so he's trying to, are you listening to me? That's what he's trying to come against. His perspective of good, totally separate. He's saying that you can be good without God. So he's coming and telling him, your perspective of good is wrong. Only God is good. Let's start there. Without God, there is no concept of good. So I need to explain it from that context. Have you understood it now? It's good news. So you cannot listen to the gospel and experience bad news. It's not a possibility. It's not a possibility. So if you notice you are hearing the gospel and you are receiving bad news, it is the easiest way for you to know you are not hearing the gospel. So in the evening, 7 p.m., and you notice it's everywhere. Syria has done what? Oh, what has done what? Uganda has done what? Kenya has done what? All that is news. But if you notice there is bad news and good news, it's not the gospel. Have you understood that?